is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as the is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Uses the stiff arm. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now Jones rolling to his right. That's complete to John Ross. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing Jones. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. A handoff to Barkley. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Jones now on 3rd down. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score. And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion. The throw over the middle taken in, and he's brought down after a very nice gain. That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line. Off play action. Jones rolling to his left. Throw left side complete to Ingram. And now he picks up the spare. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big play there for the Giants.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shake.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Jones. They'll roll him out right.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And the Steelers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A gain of 6 there on first.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Roethlisberger will throw.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And out across midfield down to the 45. A big connection on that one. 38 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. picked off by Keon Crossan. The 20, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point try, good by Gano, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Gano the extra point. And it's now 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
He's going to air one out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Keon Crossan. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Jones. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gano for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Ray McLeod to return.
Ray McLeod on return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained.
He's got a man, complete.
That's what it is, baby. That's what it is.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You'd think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes this catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Steelers 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Running left, it's Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run with Barkley. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Lorenzo Carter able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Julian Love. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. The interception was they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Chris Wormley. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? From the gun, Jones.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Roethlisberger connecting with James Washington, and the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll go to Barkley again. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Now Jones off the play fake.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones sliding out of the pocket. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Down right around the 25. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. Touchdown! It's Daniel Jones finding Evan Ingram. And the Giants have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football. Keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just...
And now here's another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
The drive will start with an option going left. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see that.
And my goodness, another interception. Julian Love picks it, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. On first down, Barkley, and he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
At the Steelers' 19-yard line.
2nd and 5.
Throwing, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. That one looks like he'll throw here and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Gano now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows?
They're now on the pitch. The ball's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route,
drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. That swung out wide to Harris. And he's got room. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Dexter Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.